Hey, what's up guys, Thomas Roger here. Today, in today's video, I'm going to talk about is the original Subtracts, the perfect lo-fi acoustic album that was supposed to be Subtract, but of course, you know, we know now, guys, that was replaced with the Subtracts that we got on the 5th of May. I can't believe it's been over 10 days since then. And yeah, let's get straight with the video. Let's go. You know, like. You know, I know that Ed's been doing stuff like Subtract Sundays are still going on. That Sunday it was Dusty, and you know, and there hasn't been much videos to do recently. But you know, just I briefly talks about the lo-fi acoustic album, the original version of Subtracts, in last week. So if you don't know, guys, that Ed talks about the original Subtracts, the perfect acoustic album that Ed talks about. There'll be 3 videos, one from an interview, one from the before the European last show of the European leg last year, where Ed met fans before the concert, and then I think it was on a Subtract interview where, well, yeah, you know, I'll play you guys them videos now.
Ask you something about the new album?
Yeah.
There's a rumor going that like the last song or one of the songs is about Italy.
Oh no, I did write.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, I made the entire album in lockdown.
Okay, yeah.
And then I actually remade it in the beginning of this year.
Oh, okay.
in a week. I was just kind of like a lot happened. And I just wrote a load of songs.
Okay.
And now that's the album. So that album will come out.
Oh, that's another one. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it in Italian or is it just about Italy?
No. It's about we basically drove to Italy mid lockdown.
Yeah.
Lived there for a bit. And learned Italian and all of that stuff. Yeah. It was
In French, we have an expression that is la boucle est bouclée, which means the circle is now complete. Does Subtract conclude a certain chapter of your life?
Weirdly, no. I feel like I'd made an album that I thought was Subtract before Subtract. So until that comes out, I don't feel like the mathematics series is actually complete. Although you've got plus, multiply, divide equals Subtract, I feel like I have to put out this one that was going to be Subtract for it to be like, okay, now I can move on.
But all the other music that was made for Subtract is still there. I don't know if it turns into Subtracted or something else, but it's definitely going to see the light of day.
That I think it could be called the Mathematics album. I'm just going to theorize and speculate everything like I normally do, don't I? The Mathematics album equation plus Subtract equals divide and multiply. The Mathematics album pi equation, like an equation maybe, I don't know. There's so many mathematics symbols that Ed could use, or it could be the Mathematics album, or yeah, that, you know, Ed does have plans of releasing the original Subtracts, the perfect lo-fi acoustic album that Ed's been working on for a decade, maybe even more than a decade now, guys. Credits to Ed and Mathematics Tour on Instagram for recording that video, the last European leg show. And I think this Mathematics album, or whatever the lo-fi acoustic, the perfect acoustic album is going to be released, maybe 2024, next year potentially, because let's make some tracks live for a bit. And Ed's still touring the Mathematics Tour, which says plus Subtract equals divide and multiply on it, and also it will be the 10th anniversary of Multiply next year as well. That is just crazy to think about, guys. Yes, 10 years of Multiply next year. And you know, that Ed's been working on the original Subtracts since after Plus. Then, like Ed said before, before when Subtracts came out, that Subtracts was supposed to be the second album after Plus, but then Ed changed it to Multiply. So yeah, you know, the perfect acoustic album, the original version of Subtracts, I think it could come next year. Like I do think we could get maybe a side project this year, J Balvin project potentially this year as well. That Ed and J Balvin recorded 5 music videos last year, Miami. That maybe this summer we could get the J Balvin project, just a surprise release side project from Ed and J Balvin, and then see Game Forever and Love on that project as well. That would be insane. And then the next album will be the original version of Subtract, and then after the original version of Subtract, we'll get I want to say songs I wrote with Aaron album, which Ed talks about on the Rolling Stone magazine, that Ed's future projects, and that they could potentially be them as well. Back to the original Perfect's Lo-Fi Acoustic album, maybe it could be called Subtracted, that Ed said on the Spotify interview, it could be Subtracted. That's taken away from the Subtract to the Subtracted. I don't know. Yeah. And then maybe, yeah, I do think it could come out sometime next year, or even, I don't think it'll be later on this year. Let's have this version. Let's have Subtract live on for a bit, like with Equals and Divide, Multiply and Plus. Yeah, with Ed's mathematical albums, I do think it's going to be a surprise release this time, because it'll just be an acoustic album with no just the perfect acoustic album. And that there's been multiple versions of Subtracts, like I said, before Multiply, Ed started working on Subtracts. Well, the perfect acoustic album. I'm going to say the perfect acoustic album because we don't have a name as of yet of the name of this album, just the perfect acoustic album, which was meant to be Subtracts, but then Subtracts is now the events that happened in early 2022 for Ed. Yeah, the perfect lo-fi acoustic album that Ed's been working on since, like Hills of Aberfeldy was written in November 2012 with 4 events in Aberfeldy in Scotland. And then, yeah, Ed was supposed to release Subtract after number 6 collaboration project, but the pandemic happened and Ed decided to switch around Equals and Subtract. Equals was always meant to be the last album of the 5 albums, but Ed switched it around. But yeah, and then Ed works on more Subtract songs. I put a screen on here now. Subtract Lockdown Sessions 2020, and that's and a song called Italia. That could most likely be on the Perfect Acoustic album. A song called Italia. That's like one of the songs, just one of the songs that we know that is most likely going to be on the original, on the Perfect Acoustic album. Yeah. Also, type in what you guys think the Perfect Acoustic album could be called. It has to be mathematics related, or maybe it could be rewind. What Ed said in the interview, he doesn't see the mathematics era ending after when Ed releases the Perfect Acoustic album that Ed's been working on for 10 years. Yeah, I do think it could come out next year in 2024 sometime. That 10 years of Multiply and everything. 10 years of Multiply, that the second album was supposed to be Subtract, and that's how long Ed's been working on the Perfect Acoustic album for the Perfect Lo-Fi Acoustic album for yeah. I apologize for not uploading as much. That I've been listening to Subtract so much. I love the album so much. But yeah, so yeah, guys, that's about it. This video, I just love Subtract so much, and I just love that the Hills of Aberfeldy is on Subtract. We've finally heard the song, the Hills of Aberfeldy, and yeah, I'm thinking next year we could get the Perfect Lo-Fi Acoustic album from Ed. We're not sure what the name is. Ed did say Subtracted in the Spotify interview, but I don't know. It could become anything, like an equation. But I think it could be called the Mathematics album that Ed's been working on the perfect acoustic album for the entirety of the Mathematics era. Like, it's like an unreleased songs album that has been stockpiled the entirety of the Mathematics era ever since after Plus has been working on the perfect acoustic album for, which was supposed to be Subtract, but then, you know, that thing sadly happened in early 2022, and yeah, you know, there was just one song from that perfect acoustic album, which was The Hills of Aberfeldy, and Ed always wanted to end Subtract with The Hills of Aberfeldy as well, which on the track listing of Multiply from the 9 Nights and 9 Days documentary, it does say The Hills of Aberfeldy, and now we've got the song The Hills of Aberfeldy as well. Yeah, which is crazy to think about, and also that's why I think the perfect acoustic album, whatever the name is going to be, Subtracted, the Mathematics album, an Equation, like, yeah, it could be called anything or Rewind, but I don't think it's going to be called Rewind yet, as Ed said he wants to finish off the Mathematics era with the perfect acoustic album, which, yeah, I cannot wait to hear the perfect acoustic album. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.